Hello everybody, today we are going to learn how to play the violin. I think violin is the most beautiful instrument in my opinion, made in Renaissance time about 500 years ago in Italy. So violin has a beautiful head, the neck, the body, the bridge, the chin rest, and the shoulder rest attached to my violin. Not every violinist uses shoulder rest, but because I have a long neck, it helps me to hold my violin without my hand and how I put my shoulder rest. So I just take my violin and attach the shoulder rest to the one part of the body and slide another. And then I take my violin by the neck and I'm putting my violin on the shoulder. And learn how to hold your violin without your hand. The head, some people like in the beginning they're trying to find where to put the chin on the chin rest. So like you stay straight and you put your violin on your shoulder, right? And we don't want to put violin this way or that way, or we don't want to put violin like that. So on the shoulder about like 1 o'clock and hold your head straight. So this is the first exercise. Next, we are going to learn how to hold the bow. So usually always, when any instruments you want to learn how to play, it's supposed to be comfortable and relaxed position of our hands. So if you relax your hand this way, like your sleeping position, right? Your fingers are relaxed and hang and everything is curved, right? See, my thumb is curved. So now I am taking my bow, and this is called the frog, the funny name frog. This part of the bow called the tip of the bow. And I put my pinky on the tip, and I put my index finger on the second joint, and I put my 2 fingers together, and I'm holding my bow this way. So now I'm going to put my violin on my shoulder and I put my bow in the middle, so between the bridge and the fingerboard, and I put my bow, let's put our bow on D string and relax your fingers and feel the gravity, right? So when I put my bow on the D string and I feel gravity and I relax my fingers, I'm not squeezing anything, my thumb is curved and I move my bow. We're producing sound with the bow, and 3 things involved. Number 1 is sounding point. So make sure that when you put your bow in the middle between bridge and fingerboard, and 1 point, like 90 degrees between string and the bow hair, and we move our bow in 1 point. So what's happening with our hand when we move our bow? So I put my bow near the frog, right? And I tilt a little bit because a bow is very heavy in my hand and the frog is heavy, so I tilt my bow and then I stretch. At the end, at the tip of the bow is very light, so and I put more hair, bow hair on the string. And about in this position, my hand is all open all the way, so I'm gonna move my upper arm to make my bow go straight. This is a string named D. So, and we also need to learn some notes to be able to read, right? This is the D. So the Italian people, they created music notation too. And we have music staff has 5 lines. We're counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from bottom to top. It's like 5 fingers. Before the printing, people were trying to locate the notes on between their fingers or on the fingers. So that's why we have 5 lines. So in D, remember this D, we're writing underneath the first line. And with D, we are going to play on the violin. It's comfortable string to start playing, because it's just when we put our bow, it's kind of, we feel gravity, and it's nice to learn how to play. So, and let's come back to our three things what we're producing sound with. So number one is sounding point, so put your bow on the same point, right? Number two is speed of the bow, so we can play very slow, and then we can play fast. So this is affecting our sound, right? The speed of the bow, number two. And number three is pressure. So we're using the pressure with index finger, and we're putting our pressure, like all the weight of our hand, putting on index finger, and we put pressure. Let's put pressure. Lots of pressure, and then no pressure. Light. And then again, more pressure, and no pressure. So next we are going to learn all the 4 notes on the violin, 4 strings. So first string is E, open E. So we are going to play open E, and if we're writing E on the 4th space of the music staff. So we are going to play E, first string. Let's learn how to play first string, right? So number one is a sounding point. Just move your bow a few times. Think about sounding point. Number two is speed of the bow. So let's put it slow. And then we'll play fast. And try to keep the sounding point. And number three is the pressure. So let's do light, very light. And then we'll press with index finger. Press, right? Okay, this is E, right? Next note is A. So A, we're writing on the 2nd space, right? It's open A. On the violin, we are going to play this open A note on 2nd string. So same thing. Let's put our violin and bow straight, and we are going to think about sounding point. So we're trying to move our bow straight and the same point. And then number two is the speed of the bow. So we're going to play slow and then fast. And number three is pressure. So very light, no pressure. And we're going to put a lot of pressure. Alright. Next note we are going to learn today is D. Again, right? Repeat this D. So D we're writing underneath of the first line, right? It's open D. And open D is 3rd string on the violin. So take your violin. Okay, and put your bow on D string to make sure that your fingers are all nice and relaxed, and you feel gravity and you don't squeeze anything. And thumb, right? Thumb needs to be curved. So I'm gonna think about sounding point. Now we're gonna think about the speed of the bow. So slow. Going to think about pressure. So very light, no pressure, and now lots of pressure. Okay, and the last note for today, first lesson, we are going to learn a note G. So we don't have any more lines, and we put this note G on underneath the 2nd ledger line. So this is going to be open G, the lowest note on the violin. So on open G, we are going to play on the 4th string. So when you put your bow on the 4th string on G, you're almost closing your kind of elbow, you're closing your nose with your elbow. So keep your violin very high on your shoulder, and you put your bow on G string, and think about sounding point. So bow goes straight. Now let's think about the speed of the bow. So we're going to slow. And now we're going to play fast. And number 3 is the pressure. So we're going to play very light. And now we're going to put more pressure. All right. This is the first lesson on our beautiful instrument, the violin. I'll see you in the second lesson. Have a great time and have fun practicing.